Hey, the best squad, it's your girl, Ebony the Best. So, guys, I'm coming to you with a few hot topics. Not gonna be in order, just want to talk about. I see something about Porsha, talk about them kids and their mama who's coming on live and trying to, I guess, get their moment instead of doing a full apology. But let's start with what I just saw with Porsha. So, as you guys are aware, they're accusing Porsha of having some sort of fight on a Delta airline. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't know if it was true or not. Because when I did saw Porsha coming through the airline, she was happy, she was smiling, blah blah blah. But I just saw something over there on Instagram, and I think it was on All True Tea. So let me see if I can get that up so we can hear what Porsha had to say because she's now talking about the incident and what exactly took place. So let me get into that for you. Here we go. So I just got it up here. So let's get into what Porsha had to say. 1 second, y'all. Okay, let's see.
You hit me. Oh my God. You hit me. You just hit me in my face. Oh my God. I'm pressing charges. I want you to be in jail a lot. And I'm like, the stewardess.
Also, her phone dropped on the floor. You didn't slap the phone from my hand.
No.
Okay.
So then the steward comes over, and then the steward says to her, says to me, because I say, get your ugly ass out of here, because then I'm upset. Then the stewardess says to me, you're an adult. You're an adult. You can't be cursing like that. No, and I said, why are you chastising me? Like, this woman is the one going crazy. So then they end up making her move to the next chair with the guy. But she was irate, so they were trying to hold her because she didn't want to move. It's like she wanted to move but didn't want to move.
Okay.
So as you can see, they had to pull
She
her.
she was at the window or she was at the end?
So she was in the row. I'm sorry.
She was in the aisle. And where were you? You were in the middle?
I'm at the door in first class. It's only 2 seats.
Only 2 seats. Oh, you are at the window and she's at the aisle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you telling me there was nothing physical?
No.
It was just verbal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
The lady who was sitting next to me.
So guys, you saw that was from TMZ. Let's see. I can turn this off. Okay, guys. So that was a clip from TMZ, but it was actually on All True Tea channel. So Porsha was basically explaining herself. It says Porsha says incident on Delta flight with passenger was due to her the volume of her phone, due to the volume of her phone. So I'm gonna try to replay it again so you guys can hear it clearly. Again, I gotta get back to here and let's see if I can.
So she was like, are you gonna make me listen to that? I said, well, do you want to? And she said, no. I said, well, it's a nicer way to say that. And she said, bitch. And I was like, you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just telling him what happened.
You were using your phone. It was loud.
Yes.
And she complained about the louder.
Yes, she asked me. Thank you so much. She So the music, the Instagram was on, and she told me, "Am I gonna have to listen to that?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." I said, "Okay." And then I said, "Well, there was a nicer way you could have said that, And then she says, "What, bitch?" She's like, "Bitch, you don't talk to me." And I was like, "Are you okay?" From that point on, she said, "Who the do you think you are?" And so I said, "Oh, no." I said, "Y'all need to get her out of here. Please get her away from me." And so then when she she tried to take her phone and record, and she drops her phone on the floor. She's like, "You hit me. Oh my God. You hit me. You just hit me in my face. Oh my God. I'm pressing charges. I want you to be in jail a lot." And I'm like, what's happening? So the stewardess
Also, her
comes up.
phone dropped on the floor. You didn't slap the phone from my hand.
No.
Okay.
So then the steward comes over, and then the steward says to her, says to me, because I say, get your ugly ass out of here, because then I'm upset. Then the stewardess says to me, you're an adult. You're an adult. You can't be cursing like that. No, and I said, why are you chastising me? Like, this woman is the one going crazy. So then they end up making her move to the next chair
Okay.
with the guy. But she was irate, so they were trying to hold her
Okay.
because she didn't want to move. It's like she wanted to move but didn't want to move.
Okay.
So as you can see, they had to pull
She
her.
she was at the window or she was at the end?
So she was in the row. I'm sorry.
She was in the aisle. And where were you? You were in the middle?
I'm at the door in first class. It's only 2 seats.
Only 2 seats. Oh, you are at the window, and
Yeah.
she's at the aisle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you telling me there was nothing physical?
No.
It was just verbal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The lady who was sitting next to me, I was on my phone, and the volume was up on the phone. And she turned to me out of nowhere and she said, "So you're gonna make me listen to that the whole flight?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." And I
She will make you
said,
listen to what?
"Am I gonna make her listen to my phone?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I said, "This is before we took off." Yes, even before we took off.
So you guys were in Las Vegas when that happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
The plane was on the ground?
Yes.
The door was shut? It was? Okay.
No, the door wasn't shut. People were still boarding.
People were still boarding?
But you were
okay.
texting me. When
Oh,
people
okay, I
were still
couldn't
boarding.
tell.
Okay.
Okay. So she was like, are you gonna make me listen to that the whole time? I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." I said, "Well, it was a nicer way to say that." And she said, "Bitch, you don't tell me bitch." And I was like,
You okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just telling him what happened.
You were using your phone. It was
Yeah.
loud.
Yes.
And she complained about the louder.
She asked me. Thank you so much. She
Okay.
So the Instagram was on, and she told me, "Am I gonna have to listen to?"
So, guys, you heard all of that. Porsha was explaining exactly what happened, that someone was just upset that she had her phone on and blah, blah, blah. So we hope that we don't hear anything about any charges. But it seems as if they spoke to her after she landed. So, I don't know. The reporting was that they were going to investigate or whatever. But hopefully this is all over with. But let's move on to the next hot topic. I wanted to look at them kids, okay, that the moms came on. I think it's over by. Well, I'm always over by Chronicle Speak, so I think there's some over there. Um, so this is gonna come from Chronicle Speaks. Let's see, Chronicle Speaks. Let's see. Child, if you're not following her, go over there and follow her. She's on YouTube, and she's also on the Instagram. She also does have a what do you call it? TikTok page. So go over there and check her out. So one of the mom apparently called herself, bringing her daughter on live to explain what happened. And to me personally, garbage. Because this little girl was smiling the entire time. She wasn't sorry for anything. So let's get into this video. Here we go.
Puppy. I was wrong for
It's okay. Come on.
for everything that I did. And I
To say anything, keep it respectful. This is the child.
Hey, my name is Kamira Grant, and I was wrong for everything.
Listen, if I've never seen anything more faker than this, if you listen to the background, you can hear them coaching her, telling her what to say. Pathetic that the mom would literally come on here and say something to the effect that she is still a child. Like I said, excuse me, ma'am, she was a child when she threw those grown folks punch. Okay, I'm like, come on now, there is no excuse. If the mom says that, she was calling the school, talking to them, you don't tell me that the Teachers didn't confront these children, these wild ones over here, and then have the nerve to say they're going to be the future of America. No, ma'am. If this is the future, I don't want it. You could keep it. Because this girl was smiling the whole time. Then we have another mom who, I don't know who she's trying to convince about her daughter and what her daughter has, but it's the audacity for me. This mom says, and let me go ahead and read it for you. She said, let me say this. Okay, please get your English together. Let me say this. First, my daughter is a great blind kid. She is AB student, captain of the cheerleading. I wish the school would let her lose that captain position. Yes, ma'am. Cheerleading cheerleading team, head of her class, and some more blank. All good things from every teacher. I don't know what all that letter mean. I only speak English. That's why I went to college. We don't owe nobody any apology. BT, that lady and her kids, so-called y'all grown blank looking for a viral moment. I'm sorry, did she see the same video we all saw? How was she looking for a moment? How was she looking for a moment? I bet if the shoes was on the other foot, you would be happy. Would you be happy? Would you come out and be okay with the mom saying that? That was a little girl clinging to her mother. The lady went on to say, let along y'all blank when y'all was 12 and 13 years old blank used to be out here beating up kids and all. Y'all don't know us at all. She was peer pressured. Okay, if you know my family, you know if we find a friend in a blank and we gonna stand behind them 100% no matter what. BT, this is definitely a lesson learned. She was held accountable, was she, for her actions. Y'all, TB, it takes a village to blank. She got a castle. You okay? And everybody standing 10 toes behind her. I was never gonna go live making y'all blank feel no type of way. Once again, we do not owe y'all no apology. Blank y'all know what's going on in real life and know my kids not raised like that. Well, I beg to differ. I beg to differ, because if you was any type of real mama, you would have come out and say, you know what, I'm sorry that the mother and her baby, her young daughter, her baby, basically, and her son had to go to this. But we spoke to her. She's learned her lesson. But y'all not gonna say nothing until some arrest is made. That's when y'all gonna say something, when some arrest is made. But so y'all got gangster talk over the internet, keyboard bullying right now. That's what this is. Y'all, I would listen. I am still so upset. I can't even watch the video. That's how upset I am about this whole thing. Now, while this mama over here telling her son, oh, mother wants her son, that the entire city of Chicago is looking for you after seeing him be a part of the group that blank the woman and her kid. And all she had to say was that they're looking for you and I'm not going to be a part of it. Y'all, raise your kids better. If y'all want them to really be the future of America, which ain't going to happen, because baby, what's about to happen to these United States of America, y'all better be praying to God for coverage or leave America. Anyway, guys, don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.